Microphones. There are a lot of options for microphones out there. So it really comes down to the price point that your budget can afford. That's why I like to review various price points for microphones. And what's been interesting in my reviews is that just because it's super expensive doesn't mean that is the best choice for you. So Movo was nice enough to send me over their UM700 microphone, and this is a USB microphone, and we're going to check it out. I have been using Movo products for a very long time. They always produce very high quality products, so I was very excited when they reached out to me to review this UM700 USB desktop microphone. I recently reviewed the Fifine T669 microphone, which is a budget microphone, which did really impress me when I put it up against my favorite microphone for my studio, which is the SM7B from Shure. So let's open up this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like this video, but most importantly, give me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. What microphone are you guys rocking right now? I've used several over the years. I use several on my current studio. In fact, if you haven't seen my studio build video, I'll link that above as well. So right away inside the box here, we've got the microphone very nicely packaged in this foam. Wow, it's got some weight to it. Very similar in weight to the Blue Yeti microphone, which I do not have a Blue Yeti to compare directly against, but I've used Blue Yetis in the past. Now this one's coming in at just under $100, which is quite impressive in my opinion, but we gotta test it out first to see what the quality is, which I like to see weight to it, because if it's super light, it's not gonna sit really firmly and heavily on the desk. And this microphone stand, just from initial feel, I'm quite impressed with. Let's get into the rest of the box here and we'll continue. Then it does include a micro USB to USB-A cable inside the box here. So that's gonna plug directly into your computer. And then we also have a manual. So you got an instruction manual here. Instructions for Mac and for Windows PCs. And it looks like that is everything that is inside the box. So effectively, what you get in the box are these three items. You get the instruction manual, the USB cable, and the microphone with the foam. Does not come with a pop filter, but this style of desktop microphone typically is not going to. You're going to rely on the foam covering. It's a really good looking microphone. And one of the things that's unique about this microphone, especially in this price point, is the fact that it is an adjustable polar pattern desktop USB microphone, which is very, very similar to the Blue Yeti. So let's get into some audio tests initially with the UM700 first. The UM700 does come with micro USB connection on the bottom. It also has the headphone out jack, which is really nice so that you can monitor your audio. It also has volume control right on the front for the headphones, so you can really dial that microphone volume in, and then the mute button on the front to mute and unmute. One thing I did notice is that the mute button is just a solid red light. However, on the Movo's website, they do show it as a microphone mute icon that lights up. So just know that the one that I was sent by Movo doesn't have that. It just has a red button. Not a big deal, just a little small difference there. But I do like that it is a nice red button letting you know that your audio is muted, nobody's going to hear you. And then on the other side, you have the gain control. Okay, now that I've had these microphones for a little while, I want to actually compare the Movo directly to some of the other microphones that I use. The first one here is, this is the Fifine T669. This is a great budget entry microphone. It's a full bundle. I've got a whole nother video on this microphone. I'll link that as well so you can check it out. But this is now the audio coming through the T669. This is a sub $60 microphone. So I want to directly compare this to the Movo microphone. So this is what it sounds like from the T669. This is what it sounds like coming out of the Go Wireless 2 microphone. This is what it sounds like coming out of the Shure SM7B, just to give you another comparison, obviously a higher end microphone. And then finally, this is actually coming out of the Movo UM700. So the Movo UM700, and you let me know what you think. In terms of gain levels, I've got this set at 50%. I had the Fifine T669. I had this set at 50% gain as well, just to give you a comparison. And I've also lifted it up on the stand because normally you would be using this in a seated position with the microphone fairly close to your mouth while you're talking. And let me also take the windscreen off there. So this is the Movo mic without the windscreen on. And then this is coming back to the Go Wireless 2 lapel microphone. So that gives you a direct comparison to what a lapel microphone and then the Movo microphone sounds like as a direct comparison. So you be the judge in terms of what you think they sound like. I haven't done any type of audio correction or adjustments to this. This is just the raw audio coming out of these microphones. And for comparison, one more time, let's jump back over to the Shure. So this now is the Shure SM7B microphone as a comparison, again, to the Movo microphone. So there you go. Just a couple different random comparisons so you get a taste of it. I do like this microphone. It does feel really solid, well built. The one thing that it does not come with, of course, is any type of shock mount or boom arm or anything like that. You can certainly do that with the included adapter on the bottom and connect it up to any kind of an arm to connect it directly to your desk, or just have it sitting on your desk flat as well. The only thing you have to be careful about is if you're tapping on a keyboard, then you're going to get some of that reverberation in through the microphone potentially. So there you have it. That's my views on this Movo microphone. It really is well built. I do have a link in the description below where you guys can go and pick up this microphone. But let me know what you thought. Let me know in the comments down there what you thought of this Movo microphone, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what other microphones you would like me to review, especially in this $100 price point, because I really feel like that's a great price point that most people can afford to get into a quality microphone, and this Movo microphone I think definitely does fit that bill.